Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. This is Peter Drury, and next to me, providing insights, will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And already we're underway here. He won't be happy with that one. Bellingham.
Well, courage is a word that Steven Gerrard likes to use a lot. Never be afraid to have a go at it. He's certainly someone who's never afraid to, no matter what the situation.
Not even in the most dire of circumstances, and never more extraordinarily than in 2005 from 3-0 down. He will forever be remembered for that Istanbul final.
Well, when you take into account the circumstances and the...
Osimhen! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
He was berating his defence before making the save, and he's at it again now.
And here's a chance. It's a goal kick. Chouameni. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real...
Haaland! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Well, there are a few pockets of space that are being exploited, and they need filling, and fast.
Osimhen, there's the shot! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Sporting with the corner, they're first. He gets big! That's a half-decent try. And reclaimed it in a trice. That pass has been well intercepted. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Pedri. So we're still where we started right now. That's a sharp pass. Guardiola cuts out the pass. Pedri. Chouameni. Looking tidy in possession here. And that is a little undercooked. And here's Mbappe. He's going for goal! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Pedri actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And that has been knocked clear. And he's going to be disappointed with that. And now a sudden chance to counter. Pedri! That was superb goalkeeping.
Pedri really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
It's their second corner of the game. Gerrard tries to clear. Sporting have the chance to go the other way. Oh, easy pickings there. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Now it's Osimhen. Rafinha. Pedri. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. Now this could be a chance. Dembele was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Pedri. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Great ball if he can get there.
OK, it didn't quite come off. The execution, I think, needs a retry, maybe with a better outcome. They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm.
Chance! Goal! Sporting! And Sporting score first. And it has to be said, an absolute gift. Time then for the first substitution of the game. So we have the first goal.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Pedri, Rafael Leao. Played back in. Pedri. Mbappe wins the duel this time. Bellingham. Pedri cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Koundé. He's played him through. Hits one! They've scored! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
And now he has two. Sporting are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Now that's well seen too. And there's green grass ahead of him. It's Dembele! And that'll be the final action of the first half. So your views on the first half?
Look, Peter, this isn't good. Their body language is not encouraging, and the manager must have a major verbal impact, or else.
Caros espectadores, por favor, façam o vosso contributo para o Fundo Nova Oportunidade.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Look, before they might get too carried away with thoughts of getting back into the game, they can't afford to...
Osimhen! He's done very well to get to that.
Osimhen is offering a wry smile there.
And here's Dembele. Nice ball, and the shot! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
That was created because of good, lively movement, which pretty much dictated the pass.
Defending was strong and firm. Can he get it through? Mbappe! No mistake! The second half off to a spectacular start.
And how about the timing of the pass and run? They've worked it before, and no doubt they'll work it again.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Scoring early in this half just takes the pressure off now and allows them a chance to be a bit more patient in trying to level things up.
Looking for options for movement. And the finish! Oh, taken with style! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, we're all back to square one, but I hope this game opens up from here. It looks as if it could happen. That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
This has become one superb game of football.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
He's having a go! And that is doing no harm at all.
Marquinhos put absolutely everything he had into that. Maybe better look next time.
Chouameni. And it's Dembele. Great ball if he can get there. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick.
Well, I suppose from the opposition's viewpoint, this was to be avoided.
This certainly looks appetising. Dembele! They want to be quick to recover this. Sporting appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple. It's not a good idea in affording free kicks in these positions.
Well, this looks promising in terms of distance and angle.
Pedri really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Haaland. Oh, no joy this time. Nuno Mendes. And Hakimi. Passing is crisp and sharp. Mbappe. This might... And the shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And it's hoisted clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Mendes kept his eye on it, and he's there. Dembele. Bellingham. Bellingham. No way through. Oh, well played.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And here's Rafael Leao. That's a nicely measured pass. Chouameni. Oh, great chance! And he hits the net. And the comeback is complete.
Well, I think there's a few trying to claim offside, but he looks to have been on. Yeah, he was on.
Substituição para o Sporting. Número 24.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Número 45.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, they deserve great credit for turning things around, but they'll now need the defensive resilience to equal that attacking flair.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Número 18. Está a acontecer uma substituição.
Now it's Mbappe. Half an hour gone in the second half. Rice. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Mbappe! He should have put that one away.
Well, he's definitely kept the side in the game then. That's really good positioning. They could have doubled their lead there.
Rafael Leao. Rafael Leao! Pedri. And here's Rafael Leao. He steps in, and that's the end of that.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
He could be in here. Just eases him off the ball. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Mbappe!
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Can he finish? He scores! And look at his joy! Is this not why we love the game?
The understanding between those two plays a big part in that, and releasing the run on side proved the key ingredient.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Great hit! It's in! Drama at the death! Is there time for one more twist?
Well, I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
Sporting give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed.
And that is it, the referee has seen enough. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good. Mbappe on the score sheet 3 times. Very much the man. Well, how will we look back on that?
Well, I have to say I'm thoroughly impressed with what we've just witnessed. As soon as they got their goal, you felt they were always going to go on and find a winner, and they did just that.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion. We have already started here. Van Dijk makes the interception. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Vardiol gets across to intercept that. Gerrard. It's Gerrard! That was superb goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job.
Haaland! Oh, split-second reaction.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Has a shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Sporting with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And the header! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Bellingham is offering a wry smile there.
And he was quick to react. Dembele is herring after that one. It's run loose here. And he's been shifted off it.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Now it's Osimhen.
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Osimhen is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed having made the run and not get picked out.
Oh, that's well spotted. Well read, nice interception. Dembele. Mbappe. Alvarez. Koundé with a fine tackle. That's a nicely measured pass. Haaland finds himself offside. So it is still 0-0. Hakimi. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter, Erling Haaland is very much the player in all of football in so many ways. His development...
Can he put it away? And it's a goal!
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs, and when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Great defending, strong and determined. That pass has been well intercepted. Not getting too much time on the ball here, that is good pressing. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Marquinhos. And no, that was never going to make it. Mbappe. Passing is crisp and sharp. Well, there's the clearance. Ruben Dias gets over and intercepts. Hakimi. Could be danger here. Hefty. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. This then to draw level. Oh, it's come off the upright. Nicked it back promptly. Rafael Leao. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Alvarez. Chance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Backward it goes. Nuno Mendes. And here's Mbappe. Has a goal! He's got a goal! 2 up and threatening to pull clear. What a moment of brilliance. Control and perfect accuracy. Alvarez. Alvarez! And it's there! And again, they simply do not know what has hit them.
Well, his movement is all based on fine margins, and the timing of his run then was ideal.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, they're very...
He's had a hit! Goal! And they are right back within touch!
The understanding between those two plays a big part in that, and releasing the run on side proved the key ingredient.
So is this the start of a comeback?
There's much frustration.
Shot a goal! Oh, taken with style! And they are pulling clear here.
Perhaps deserves a little bit of sympathy here, because that's a goalkeeper's nightmare. It's clear that the keeper was unsighted by his defence, and by the time he picked up the flight of that, it was too late.
Haaland! Oh, extraordinary.
Oh, look, I don't want to sound too dismissive, but from here, that looked the harder thing to do.
Chouameni. Hakimi. And it's Dembele. Mbappe. De Jong. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. And we've reached half-time.
Well, every time they've gone through the gears, Peter, they've looked like scoring. So provided they can stay well clear of the handbrake, they ought to be completely out of sight fairly soon.
Really has been an astonishing game, peppered with goals. You cannot help feeling that the second half will supply more. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Ruben Dias cuts it out. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Oh, that's delightful. Mbappe! Sporting needed that, they really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Chouameni kept his eye on it, and he's there. Rafael Leao. Great ball, and he's in here. Van Dijk did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And that has been cut short. Now it's Bellingham. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. This looks like a more than decent chance to strike. Looking here to alter the direction of the game. And that is high. De Jong. Bellingham. Sporting are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Bellingham. Alvarez. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
And he cuts out the supply. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Mbappe. Climbs up big! He scores! Comfort, yet more comfort. easing away. What a great header, got plenty on that.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Bellingham. Alvarez. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? And that is as far as they're going to go. And the pass is intercepted. And that has left him in a heap. Goes down, but nothing given. Ruben Diaz spots it and intercepts. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. And here's Alvarez. Bellingham.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Mbappe! They've scored! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
It's become a case of men against boys.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Haaland! Oh, terrific save.
Another example of how comfortable this team is on the break.
That is good alertness. And it's Gerrard. Interesting ball. He can run onto that. He's had a shot! Bellingham. Mbappe.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
That is a great pick out.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
It's their second corner of the game. And he's there to clear it. Oh, this looks sharp. Sporting have the chance to go the other way. Osimhen. Sporting looking to pass their way through. He's gone forward. 5 minutes left on the clock. And he's intervened well there. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Ah, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Deftly away. Nuno Mendes. Alvarez on 2 now and looking for 3. Pass is just off target. Danger averted for now. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. 2 minutes to be added on. Bellingham. And we're done. Well, that was a tale of two very different...